was gonna try to just do another. All right.
Good.
I think we should start, man.
Okay.
But I'll let them know in the chat that we're recording it, and then we'll pretty much it'll be uploaded.
Okay.
So I'm communicating to them in the chat, basically.
Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah, we're good.
Let me go get the key.
Good evening, family and friends. We're about to start this homegoing service. We ask that all those who have a cell phone be put on vibrate or silent.
Yeah, we're good.
Saying a pleasant good evening to the the one that has served our lives in the living land, Polo de Marie, which is under the Yoruba tradition. And one of the earliest of the prayers to open the entrance, it is called the Odara prayers. This is what was lost when certain things was taken away from us. The drums that send the message was taken away so that we didn't have any communication with each other. Because with the drums, you can send a message from village to different villages. You only have to know how to beat the drum, but you have to let yourself out into the universe to pick up that vibration so the message can be traveling with the wind. I say greetings to the elders who is in the midst. I must ask permission because the tradition says that any elders in the midst, before you say anything, they must give that consent. So elders in the midst, could I speak? I greet you. All right. That means a yes. Thank you immensely. It is so important that we go back to the beginning of civilization. But not most and many want to go there because they were so brainwashed that the things that you're born with, it is always evil. So, as we know in Trinidad, if you see Shango, it's a crime. But she was so bold-faced to scare everyone in the eye and make sure that they understood that she came from the very first people that ever existed in the universe. That is why I use the word. You can do any researches and go and see what Adara means. So when you go back to the beginning, in those days there were never written words because it was not allowed. From family, because if you came from a royal family, there are only things that were passed on in the royal circle. So they can put it in writing so that someone could copy it. That is why up to now, the information that the other generations that are trying to rule the world, up to now they cannot get it. Because it's so amazing to know that the people in the Congo see this most smallest star in the universe, and they're building all different type of stuff to see if they can see it. And they want to know how these people see it and knows the position it is lining up in. So this is something, it's amazing to the different tribes carrying different, what we say, wisdom. This is not going to be a regular service, as you all may know. This service will be carried on in the sense of going back to the tradition of the Odara. Because that's my spiritual daughter. And I'm giving her a full send-off. So I'm not going to imitate anybody and go into the book, which is the Bible. In my days of my ancestors, they never had that. One thing they had, it was the tree, what they call OBC. That is what gives you the reading of 256 adus, which is odus. So when you learn, at 7 years you're supposed to learn the whole 256 odus. But it was taken away from us and causing a big problem. The writing all different things and the confusion in the book that is so, if you talk about it, you can lose your life, the Bible. Because it has so much confusion in it. It has telling you a king sent his wife, his brother, out to fight, and he made sure that he died so he could take his wife. All the corruption is in this book. The overseas have nothing to do with that. When you have learned the 256 odus, trust me, you will understand life of itself. Because you will learn to respect every tree, every stone, every bird, and everything that exists on Mother's earth. You will learn to humble yourself and give out that respect, because before you cut a tree or do anything, you must pay obeisance and ask permission before. You know, long time you hear your parents say, well, after 6, you can't just go and cut a tree just like that. You have to pay the tree. I don't know if anybody know about that. But it was a reason why. So it is very important that we bring back these very principles. The 10 pillars of the universe. That is something that you are building on, is a ladder within your mindset. When we say you're a king or a queen, we do not talk about a crown that you put on your head. We talk about the chakma within inside of your intellect. That when you build in your mindset, you will be able to have a proper balance, which is called, the one that opened the gates is called open. And that one is open the mindset of your mind, the windows and the pillows of that entrance. So when your mind is placed within the doors, which is your ears, the windows of the mind, send it out into the universe. As we know, when one born, there's two things. When one born and when one die. When one born, inhale the breath. And when one born, it exhales. So as the Father gave it, all of the mind, the owner of the universe, as he gave it, he takes it. Nothing wrong in understanding the tradition. This is a celebration, because why? She was sent on a journey to live. And she has accomplished a journey. Not what other person wants her to be. This is our problem. All of us were sent on an individual journey on life. But many of us follow other people and what the other people want them to do. No. What you were born to do. Everybody have a gift. And you were born with your own gift. You don't utilize somebody else's gift. It's not yours. Utilize yours. And then you would see what you was truly sent here for. What is your fulfillment on the life that you are living? And how joyful you could be within your own self. You get up in the morning and you're happy to live. I'll just say, you're too blessed to be stressed. And this is the entrance that I am opening, because I am an open child. And Ogun was given the privilege to open the entrance That's the only historian was given the key to open the doors. So as she's going to take a flight, I was given a key to send her off. Not everybody could come and say they went to school, yes, to study what? But keys were given to you spiritually. And when you have that key, you can open different entrances. But that is not, those who are the petty bourgeois, they will not tell you about that. The Pope, the archbishops, and all these one that controlling the people's minds will not let you know that as a poor member. But if you are in the circle of the circles, and you are there with them, they can do nothing else but accept you. Because you know, spiritually, you could match them anytime. So they could name Pope, they could name Archbishop, they could name whatever. You will be able to be sitting as a king. A Pope or Archbishop can't come before a king. Always remember what I said. When you are a king, to be installed, the queen of queens, which is the grandmother of the village, have to give consent for any king to sit on that throne that he's sitting to rule the different villages. So who come first? Who have to give the consent? It's the feminine principle. And that is why I understood God in the essence of all of the married as male and female. He carries the both principles into the oneness of the universe. And the four corners of the universe is carrying the four different elements. You all may have the zodiac sign, which is different as 12. But there's only four that bring that 12. Because it's three into the four that complete the circle. And this is what is being hidden from us. As we say, the creative fiat that moves is the ka and the ba, la. And many may hear Kabbalah. Well, you all know the meaning of Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the creative fiat of man. If you look at a car, you would see it have two headlights, it have an engine, you have a brain the same way you have two eyes, you have the windows of the mind, which is your ears, you have your nostrils, you have the exhaust, which you, so this is why they call it creative fiat. So this ceremony is more like a school. I'm giving out, because I was never given a church, I was given a school. The early hieroglyphics, I was put in the place, not the hieroglyphics that they have now in Egypt. I was given the ancient hieroglyphics. And anybody who in the midst that's studying to be a nurse, who wanted to be a doctor, they must get involved with Himotep, because they were one of the first doctors of the universe. He was a builder. He had the first, what they call heart surgery. So no matter what anybody tell me, if you do not want to go and do your homework, you will not get that information just like that. Because he doesn't want to share that with you. But when you're going to have your doctorate or whatever, you would see not the story that they tell you. That was the first doctor, first surgery. Because you'll be doing it, but if you call the name Imhotep, you can never pass the exam. Why? Because that's the secret of the locking of the mindset of your brain. Although they know it, it's there written and it's there as proof, they still lock down your brain. So I hope everyone clearly understood this celebration of Erica, Lewis. She was part of the school. And we had was to go back. All my children had to go back into the libraries and do full researches of everything. Because I don't want to hear about belief. I want to know. So there's a difference when you say you believe in this and you believe in that. That have nothing, no proof. Because you must have to show. If you are among intellects and you are having a discussion, you must bring proof. Otherwise, forget it. We have one that I would speak of too, and you all could go and do a little research on him. Shake hands to door. A beautiful mind from Dakar. One brilliant African that do all the researches of how the brain, going back to billions of years. And he's the one, when he had to do his papers, he was challenged by many and most. And you know, with the African man, for him to prove himself, he had to do double or triple to prove himself. So he went with his information. And when they had the conference, he produced one of the greatest papers existing up to today. I don't know if anybody ever read the papers of Sheikh Antador. And it's so brilliant to see how many minds can elevate themselves freely without any attachment of the beauty and splendor of your own self. As they say, man, when I say man, I mean both sides, male and female. Know thyself. I will say it again. Take yourself out of self. I'm saying it and repeating it. Take yourself out of self, back into yourself, most collectively. It's a very deep thought that I'm saying here. I want you to listen carefully. Take yourself out of yourself, back into yourself, most collectively. There are many different religions practice, the Buddhists, everyone practice the beginning of that which is the African man. Because he was the first man, and everyone else has been his children. They all are his children. But when you do the researches, you will understand how comfortable you could be within yourself when you know the truth. Because there's so much lies is being written just for what? The capitalist system of the mind. The capitalist system is fighting to control your mind. You know. That is what it's based on. So we are celebrating again. What a beautiful life. When it's Christmas time or whatever time, she will call friends and family and everybody will be smiling because going to be party going on. What she was given when the time reached to go on the borry, she will gather her monies and she will cook. And she will have a van and then she will feed like 250 people. That was part of her journey. She was willing to give back the community, always doing something to elevate, always something constructive. She never wasted her life, but she always had what? A humble and pleasant smile. That's what she used to fool a lot of. She was doing so much, but yet she was so humble with it that you didn't even know what she's doing. So this is something she have left a legacy. And she only left that legacy for us to follow. How it is, we must be able to show love to each other. And that is what she came and fulfilled, of stretching her hands out, clothing those who doesn't have clothing, feeding those who couldn't eat at times, and giving them a word of consolation so that they can continue to live life, to understand life, to enjoy life. What else you were sent here for? All the jewelry or the position, the job position you hold. The time will come, as they say, everything have a season. And the time comes that it will be no more use to you because you came with nothing and you leave with nothing. So why it is so precious to give out when you are living? Don't want to give nobody nothing when they're dead. I don't want to hear about that. Or they can't give her anything now. When she was living, that is the time you have to stretch your hands and say, well, hey, Erica, how you going? Everything all right? She might even want to tell you everything is all right. But you know, have to stretch your hands and say, well, hey, hold that now. She will say, no, I want it, you know. But it leaves for her to say if she wants or not. But you must be the one to do your bidding for your brothers and sisters. And when you can do that, you will be so peaceful within your mindset. You will be enjoying life because you wake up in the morning and you're happy to live. You know it's a joy to get up and happy to live? Money can't buy that. There are people who have houses and, call it billions. And when they get up, they are so miserable. Because the money is no use to them. But to have, I'm not saying you can't have money, you know, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying to live comfortable. You have to have money, yes, but you also have to share. Because what goes around comes back around. If you give, you will receive. Because it's giving. The more you sacrifice yourself in giving, is more you receive. That you would want to know where it's coming from. But richly, you will receive plenty more than what you even give out. So when you develop the status of giving, you become a blessed one of the land. She was a child of Mama Letta. When I say Mama Letta, she was representation that was sent on this journey to represent the earth. So she was a mother representing the earth. Because I could remember in her travels, she wanted to know when she was on the ground, why other people, they were giving other people a crown with diamonds and all different things, but yet a tree just came out of the earth and wrapped around her head and plat a beautiful crown. And she was so upset because she wanted to know, how come everybody was getting all the diamonds and everything, and she only had to get this bush as a crown. But when she told me, I just kept quiet. I said, I cannot tell you this now because you are so beautiful. In your travels, the richness that you got, no diamonds or pearls that you wear on your head could be valuable more than what we call the tree of life. You ever heard the tree of life? With the different branches and the leaves platted on your head, showing the different peaks of the universe. And she got it, and she didn't understood it. But when she came off, I could have enlightened her. So you are a precious vessel to the Master. That is what we call, many are called, but just chosen few. And when you have called in that realm as a queen, she was a living queen. No imitation alive. She didn't have imitation crown. She had a crown that was living. So she can afford to share all the fruits that that tree bear and distribute it to the village as the time of, we say, harvest time. And in Kwanzaa we know what is harvest. So everything is such a splendor and beauty. Here I will rest. I think I said enough to give you what we say, bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. The loaves of bread fill you.
Yes.
I'm asking.
Yes.
I only took out some out of the basket to give you. And I'm happy that you have received the loaves and you are contented with what you have received. I thank you immensely for everyone that turned out to support a queen that was given so much to the people and the village. I cannot even start to thank her for the journey that she fulfilled. Because I'm saying to myself, when you make your end and you share from your heart, they bring back more to you, because everyone you have as a spiritual daughter or son, when they come back, they give you nourishment. Because the same way I have put the bread in the basket and say, have a loaf. Let us communicate as what we say, communion which in some religion they will tell you, they will have the bread and they will give you communion. But I'm telling you, the bread that we give is the communication with each other. And when we can and break that loaf and share, not with malice in your mind when you're giving, no. You're giving because you love the person and you say, well, let us break bread together and rejoice. But you can't want to give and studying the person getting more than you, but yet you say you're giving because your mind is not free. So you have to free up yourself, learn to take a chisel and chisel out your mindset. All the negativity was inside of your inner self. You must learn to chisel it out. So you have to learn to work on yourself. And when you are finished, work on yourself. Anywhere you go, you would be the star that God said the wise man was following. The wise men were not following the star. The star was already there. The star was following them. Because the star had was to give them the information to know if they're going east, west, north, or south. Direction. So how wise? You were wiser than the star? You cannot be wiser than the universe. But this is how they bring these stories to you back to front so that they can have you confused within your mindset. But when you can see and you can gaze, like those who are fishermen and they are going out on the boat and they are going some places to drop their sayings that they will know if this spot have fish or not. By the stars they can able to read exactly when they say, from the countryside here they say, fish jumping. So you have to be fully, properly in tune. What you call your God is with nature. Respect everything that is on the face of the earth. Be humble. And there is where your wisdom lies. Anytime you want to tell yourself that you're bigger than the smallest child, because that smallest child could give you information that you may not even think that you are getting. So, respect each other, love each other, share with each other, because money is nothing. Somewhere you might have today, but tomorrow you might not have. But if you give in, some good soul will come from nowhere and give back to you. So you never want. You know? So all those are outside and would like to come in and have a seat, feel free. Be comfortable. So at this time, I will rest here for a moment in time. And we would like to hear what the great Queen Erica Lewis, how the ancestors of all her great ancestors now. When I said Yodara, many may not understood. It is really all the ancestors. All the ancestors of billions of years that walk with her. And that comes within your genes. So you can afford to say, you're not this or you're not that, but it all ends up in your genes. And this is where you carry your ancestors. Even though you like it, or you do not like it, this is your ancestors by blood. That is why everything they're doing, they must take blood to do whatever. Surgery, anything else. So this is what many get confused with. As long as you belongs to that blood lineage, you cannot run away from certain things, because why? I don't know if you all understood what is reincarnation, but in the reincarnation of understanding of being, coming in so many different, because when you are here and they send you on this journey and you didn't accomplish what you were sent, you were so busy studying to live somebody else's life instead of your own life. You know what happened? You must go and come again to fulfill the journey that they send you to. So sometimes people so stubborn, they have to come on so many journeys. Do you all understand in the spiritual realm how deep it is to understand yourself? Because when you can understand the respect of all those ancestors that was there, that you think that you're making it now. No. They opened the entrance for you. And you are only standing on their shoulders. You are nothing without them. So when you have placed yourself and respect those ancestors, you could call them all kind of name you want, because you didn't like them. That has nothing to do with the ancestors. So this is where you must learn to be humble and respect yourself. I rest here. Thanks for giving me and listening here. I hope the loaves have been shared equally, that everyone can at least get a basket and put loaves in the basket also. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to call on to give. Yeah, you will tell you more about his mom, because this is her son, one of her sons.
One of our sons.
Yeah, and he's the eldest one. We have Trevor here in the midst, which is the second son. So he will grow with his mother. There are things that he knows I cannot know. So I don't want to take that position to play I know that. You understand? So let him do and say all the beautiful things that he knows. Nice, all right, go ahead.
Hello, hello, hello.
Put it over there.
Hello? Hello?
That's
It's nighttime, right? Oh, okay. Well, I know, some might say the evening, 6, 7. I look at it night for the evening, along the street and to all go this way. Yes, hi. Good night. Good evening. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. This is, you can hear me good? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, this is the first time I've, but I choose, this had to be the time. And today is to most is going to say, today is a very sad day, but it's been sad days upon sad days upon sad days coming up to today. Today I don't have to see my mother suffer. And that's what I've been seeing. And during that time, she didn't change. She stayed who she was. So I learned a lot in going there. And that's why today might be a little harder to, I don't know, emotionally cry, and it's been happening. And she knows that, and she knows me. Because as much as she would cry, and people may not see her cry, or in a situation where it's sad with myself and she had to face me and be strong. Because many times, you know, we talk all the time. So if I was to give her a call or a situation or FaceTime, I'm sad or whatever, like, I'm supposed to be sad too. But she was strong in facing me, and she don't want me to see her that way. Right? I myself struggle with that, with letting people know if I'm sad or I'm, you know, breaking down and stuff like that. Crying in the shower, crying in front of my dog, right? Because I don't want to cry in front of my wife. You know, and for my friends and everybody. And what I saw is, with mommy, we talking about Erica Elizabeth Lewis. Most may know as mommy. Most they know her name. Most was like, what's your mother's name? We call her mommy. I always say mommy, 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 all the time, all the time. So, I mean, you can read your obituary. I'll give you some information about her on paper. You know, most men know her. They know that she's from Trinidad, right? Trinidad and Tobago. She's from Labrie. She was born in 1958. To Richmond Lewis, which I didn't know too much, was her father, and Carmen Leo too, which I knew pretty well, right? And you know, coming up, parenting, my parents, my village, because everybody raised me, right? Everybody, right? Going with my mother, I didn't know that I was a spoiled child. I didn't, right? Until I started seeing other people being spoiled and different things like that. I was like, oh, that's, see him, you know, again, when it comes to my mother, she made everything look easy. She loved everybody. You may not know it, even co-workers used to adjust times, we used to have stuff, and she used to be like, let me switch this. I know I'm the most senior person, she always would say that. I know y'all know that. You're not gonna knock this person off, because I'm the most senior person. But I let her have it. Because if I take Christmas and thing and I have all these days, and she would always think about other people. Right? She looked forward to getting stuff and cooking, and she was wondering when she retired, who's gonna cook and keep up with all the celebrations, you know, and stuff like that. And she was even laying in the hospital. Jonathan, she's wondering, how's Jonathan? I said, called Jonathan, her son. Right? Co-workers would know, however close they was, and some others as well. But everybody would gravitate towards her, even getting dropped to work. Like, how you know that song? She'd be like, Carl took me to work. I'm like, how do you know? You know, and she always sing 50 Cent. It's her favorite. One of her favorite songs is it's your birthday. Look. You know that song, right? But one of the things most people don't know about her was she loved country music. She listened to a lot of country music. She loved dancing. We went on a few trips. We celebrated. My wife's birthday is April 12th, as well as my father and a few other Aries in here. It's a bunch of y'all. And my mother's birthday, April 14th. Even, you know, it's always special. But then we had a great gift also on April 14th, which is my nephew, GJ. Alright, so, you know, that helped me through everything. Because while playing with my nephew, coming from the hospital and stuff, and watching GJ run around, I was like, Mommy knows she was good. Watching GJ brought so much joy because it's the beginning. You know? And she knew, she said, I know what they're doing in her. I said, what they doing? I don't know. I'd say, you know, eat something. They say to move your leg and do this and do that. And don't tell them I'm a tech, because they're going to tell me she knows what to do. And that's exactly what they told her while she was there. You know, like I said, it's just so much things she did for everybody. You know, I turned 41, December 14th. My 40th birthday was massive. My 37th birthday was, oh shit, let me stop. My 37th birthday was massive. My 40th birthday, I don't care if it's not a word or not, it's massive. Right? No, she said that. She said, if you start here, you gotta start. And she loved going bigger with things. And her thing was, don't keep no party right now, because all the work and everything was done. You know, the village, father, everybody helped. Sister, my wife, friends. You know, friends from all over. You know, I don't even, you know. The support, I can never say I don't have good friends or good family. There's a lot of people here flew from all over, my friends, you know, because they know mommy. They know, hey, I said for the birthday party, she wanna have chicken, shrimp, fish. I said, that's enough. But let me do this goat real quick. And then I had a friend said, hey, I know your mother in town, so let me make sure I bring this deer meat. And she wanted to feed everybody. That was her biggest thing. Feed, feed, feed everyone. Make sure everybody have a good time. She wouldn't want people boiling down and it's fine if you feel like that. But she would want us to celebrate and to love one another. Yes. That was her, about having fun. You know, I will miss her black cake that she used to get ready for months ahead, start soaking, right? Like I said, every time I went to the grocery store after, I called her, always. That was our thing. Cause I'll be like, this is what I have, tell me what I can make. But that was her thing. She's like, I figure it out. She's like, I figure it out. I was like, no, I figure it out. And I feel like she lived most of her life preparing us for our life. So as time came down to her retiring, which I wanted to retire years ago, she wanted to keep on. She was worried about this one and that one. I said, no, come live life. Don't wait till you retire to live. You should live while we able to. You understand? She was telling me to live, but she wasn't doing it because she was sacrificing herself for me and others. That was her thing. She come back. We went to Trinidad for her birthday. Well, she went to Grenada, then she went to Trinidad. I say, have a time, stay down in Trinidad. We go borrow. That was after. That's how long. I said, come on. We're coming on the road. And she said, no, I had to come back up. Titus, which is her friend, having her birthday party. I had to make sure I be there. You understand? She did like I said, that was her thing. And I used to become you. She called me and remind me of stuff all the time. Never like to see one, watch her shows and everything. Just to beg her to, go sleep, gotta watch this show, Sisters and all the TVs, stuff and everything. 50, because you like 50 Cent. I just tell you some things that, some of you may know, some may not know. But I'm thankful again. I'm thankful for you, thankful for everything you've done for us. Going forward, our family. You brought a lot of us closer. Even in this time that was supposed to be of sorrow, I learned a lot. And coming back here, because I live in Georgia. And coming back here, I felt like it brought us closer on her side of the family. It brought me and my brother closer, me and my uncles closer, my father, my sister, my stepmom, which I call my mom, because she's like that. My sister, everybody that is here, and I get to see, and I was like, I'm just living life, because I don't want to be in New York. And I was like, I said, this drive's supposed to be about 5 minutes. It took me 30 minutes. And the traffic, and the cuss, and everything. I was like, right? I was like, no, for real, we joke. One of my boys, we joke all the time. Saying coming back to New York. Because it's tough, but it's foundation, and it brought me back to see certain things, to live different, and to appreciate certain things. But like I said, even though in this time it still something become of it, I should say. So going forward, I'm going to, and I hope however she impacted your lives, just remember her for that, Like she said, she's a rebel, and she lived that way, fiery, glittery, most glitters. It's like, why that t-shirt don't need glitter? But that was her. She wanted that. She wanted glitter, and she wanted food and drinks. Right. All type of stuff. So, like I said, if it's okay to feel sad or But just look at it that she's not suffering. And passed away on a Wednesday. On a Tuesday, I always remember I went up there. It was me and my uncle, Cecil, and you could tell. And I told her, I says, okay, we're gonna be all right. And she said, she smiled. I says, okay, we're gonna be all right. She said, that's the last thing. That was the last thing. And I knew, because her mother passed away. The last thing she said was, after she got multiple heart attacks, she said, did them children eat? And they told her, yeah, they are, don't worry. Then she went away. Like, it didn't click on me, embedded in her to be that way. So, you know, I mean, there's more and more you keep saying and go on and stuff, but you know, like I said, I just want everybody to appreciate one another. And, you know, we had to hold on to each other because she said, I lived this way and this happened to me. Okay, what do you say to that? I was there when she was giving her life and doing this stuff and, you know, the things we say we're supposed to do. And then, so, you know, cancer don't just comes. So, you know, we had to take better, I don't even know to say take better care of yourself, because I know athletes and, you know, we just have to pray or, you know, just have a good heart. That's the biggest thing. I would say. Just have a good heart. And now I gotta learn. I gotta she can never be replaced. She can never be replaced. But like I said, now I have to I don't know how you feel that void. If it's a void. But I still, you know, like I said, I reached for the phone to call her. I still just, I might look crazy, but I still feel like she is. Yeah. I don't feel like she went anywhere. I would ask that you don't feel like that. If you feel like you have to say whatever, talk, might look crazy, but you don't know, because we never been there. But we all have to go there one day, right? This we shall live better. I love one another. Okay. That's all I really. And you know, if anybody feel this time is shared. This is not about me. Yeah, there's stuff I can talk about, but I just want to share that with her. I just feel more special that way. Okay? And thank you all for everything. Thank you for all the support in the hospital. Like I said, some may not have known, but she didn't want to tell everybody. She said that. She said, no, don't tell this one. That was her. But thank you all for everything, all the support, all the love in the hospital. You know, she was definitely making sure I was told from others, all the mothers and everyone, just to keep an eye out on me. And I would definitely myself, I'm thankful. I'm not even sure how you show appreciation or something like that, but it was, you can't, that type of love and that I saw towards my mother, I hadn't seen that before. There was old school village where the whole, like I said, the street, everybody, you know, the mothers in here, my friends' mothers, I look at them as my mothers. And that is what she brought to the end. Like I said, I live in Georgia, it's getting food from everywhere, getting like 20 pounds. Being up here, I was stressed out too, but I was eating good. To make sure I eat good. It's fine, right? Everything. No, they were for real. You know. And I'll miss those. And she said Tanty meal bags when she came to Georgia, everything she brought. Yeah. I miss that. But I just want to, again, I just want to say thank you all so much. And, you know, I mean, I know some of you all, but I just want to let you all know that I love you all. I love everybody, even on the live and everything like that. This is not saying, I'm just saying, we just have to live better and live with love when we have.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. We will have to speed up on things now, so I would like anyone who have to say anything, we give you all in 5 minutes and everything. Come forward. So I'm going to pass the mic for you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Father Rado. I'm the chaplain in LIJ Forest Hills, where Erica used to work. And just a couple of things about Erica. I want to acknowledge her devotion towards her work. Is when you answer the call to work in the hospital, either as a nurse or a PCA, or anything else, I think you're answering a call. But I think all of us, in a way, we answer a call. So if we want to say something, if I have to say something about Erica, I saw her not that many times, but every time I saw her, I saw two things about her. Her happiness,
Yes.
she was a light, and her love, her dedication. So comes to my mind the words of Martin Luther King Jr., who said like this: darkness cannot be driven out by darkness, only light can do that. And hate cannot be drawn out with hate, only love can do that. So all these two things I really saw in Erica. And I can see that everybody saw that, because for the reason you are here. You saw how much love she had and how devoted she was in everything that she did. Like her son said, I saw her all the time trying to feed us, trying to give us food. I think was giving us more in the hospital. I think was give them food for the soul. And that is when you see somebody smiling and so devoted.
Yes.
So I will end by saying that poem, that very nice poem that says like this. Just see because I have it here in my. 1 second. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near. So loved, so missed, and very dear. May God rest her in peace, where there is neither pain nor sorrow, nor weeping, but life everlasting. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm a childhood friend, Erica. My name is Judy Ashton. We grew up together in Trinidad. It just happened that I left before Erica and came up here, and Erica came up a while after. Anyway, we reconnected after a long time, but we always kept in touch. She was always a nice, loving, giving person. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, stay right there.
You can hear?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she's always really nice, loving, big smile, everything with her. That was Erica, no matter what. Anyway, we'll keep in touch off and on, not every day, but off and on. And when you call her, she'll say, "Oh, how you doing, hon?" That's Erica. Say we're doing okay. You know, we talk and stuff, touch base, and then she says, I'm hanging in there. But to cut through the story, I didn't know her son. I'm one of them Erica didn't outreach to. I never knew she was in the hospital. I found out after. And it's sad because if I knew, I would have gone and looked for her. But I guess she decided who she wanted to tell and didn't tell. And I'm one of them. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I couldn't let her go without saying that I'd missed you even in the short time that we speak and stuff. I still miss you. And rest in peace, Erica.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Carl. I'm a colleague and friend of Erica, but as it's probably been said multiple times, she was more than just one thing to any one person. She was a mother, she was a friend, a colleague. My best description for her was she was my road dog, because we rode together to and from work, and you know, we had some laughs, we shared some food, we talked about so many things. And her son, I want you to know, she talked about moving out to Georgia all the time. So like, even though she wanted to keep her commitment to her work, because that's just the dedicated kind of person that she was, you know, she spoke of you guys quite often and always in a fond manner. You know, she loved us all, you know, so she didn't want to pick and choose. You know? It's you know, we can't be everywhere at once, but she will always be in all of our hearts. And I'm sorry to say, if any of you never tasted her black cake, you missed out. You missed out. But I'm gonna miss my road dog. I'm gonna miss sharing music with her and vice versa. And you know, all my secrets she's taken with her. Don't ask me, I ain't telling. All right. Rest in peace, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is my sister. I know of since in Trinidad. I'm the oldest brother right now living. I used to work in the public transport, and I get to know where she lives. And on every Friday, when I don't work, I just go to the library and spend time with her. Her brother Carl, her mother, her grandmother, and we used to have a good time. We used to go to the library center and hang out with some friends. I have Erica and then my friend from the library, and we used to have a good time up there. Alright. I came up here, and I know she in the state, but I didn't know which part she was. And as I came from work, I was living on 32nd and Snyder until then. I come from work and like Tommy tell me, I want to go outside, but like Tommy hold me back. You know, so I hold back. When I come outside and I'm walking down North Strand, I see a person in a showcase looking, and she baby was making a son trouble. So when I do so, I said, sis, and we hug up. I said, where you living? On 31st. She on 31st and 32nd. But then I never go in that direction. Yeah, and we live there. We come Christmas time, she come, and we hang out. And when I come, and I live down New York, she was living on Long Island. When we go to the carnival, we just pass by her, my friend and Michael, and then we go by her and we hang out. Then she moved to Brooklyn, and then we are talking thing, and then she said, Mom, she was looking for an apartment. All right, so I live in on D, and then I get where I C. So if I come at my door and I do so, she right in. And we tell them, hang out this, and tell them, that sister, man, I say so much thing about her. Because just last year was my birthday, and she came, she cooked all the time. Year before, she cooked all the time. All day, she in the kitchen. And she got me says, come with breads. And all do me, bread. Come across last year, we had my birthday for, I think on a Thursday, and we lying there, and I had my chef here. And you come across there, and we had curry fish and all kind of thing, and then we started with my birthday, and we went by her and hang out, and we had a good time. And even though later, because I went with my daughter, I came back, and we were hanging out in Lyman. And then too, when I because she always called me at your birth, I sleep in night, and she said me arthritis. I said, no, you can't be arthritis because you can't be getting injection and tablets, and I get all that pain. So we decided one day, we have a good neighbor, Barbara. I know where she sit down. She sit down there. She was with my sister, right through therapy, this, that, and let me tell you, man, that lady is a soldier. She has sold her fortune. I give her that praise. And sometimes she come, we're going, I'm going to see my girl. You know, she wants them to do to her, God, do this. And then too, we come and we went to the hospital there, and she come on. And before, I tell myself, she might revive, you know. but then after to sit down there and then me and Anton sit down there and the doctor come and talk to us about 5 weeks back, and he tell us, I bend my head down, water cover my eyes, because as I tell him, his sister, I know from young, you know, this a sister just bumped up by 10 years. She's 65 and I may know what 50 years. Yeah, we are the same father. We are the same father. You know, so I said, so man, I've been missing, and because yeah, when I go home tonight, I get up in the morning, and I do so, she right there, that's your apartment.
But she wouldn't be there in the morning.
Right, so, you know, I be always knocking, sis. Yeah, man, I tell them, I feel it. Son, friends, and family, the like my family too. The son, Trevor, Anton, his wife, man, she was a boss. She was a boss and a boss. She was a boss and it's something you can't describe. It's more than a boss, I know what could be on that. And then, you know, she did press, and Father Perry, always there to support her, right? Yes, so very much. And thank you for coming, yeah, because I'll give everybody a little say, who want to see. So thank you, everybody. Good night.
I don't know what number.
Excuse me, family. Do anybody own a white Lexus Jeep that's double parked from New Jersey? Because the guy has a family emergency, he's trying to get out.
Oh. I don't know. All right. After this, we will have to move on because we have to do the rituals for.
A pleasant good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Afternoon.
A pleasant good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. That's so sweet and nice. The name is Jonathan Weston from Indian Walk on the Moore Road via Princestown, Trinidad, WI. Oh, picture, yes. All right.
You want to speak?
No, nothing. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say a few words concerning my good friend Erica. I know Erica as Erica Leo too. All of a sudden she says she's Louis, and then she's Leo too. But Louis was her father's name, the last name that is, and Carmen Leo too is her mother's name. But nothing wrong with that. I know Erica, I got to know Erica about 25 years ago. In 1999, we met in Africa House. Erica, ladies and gentlemen, Anton, this is for you and your brother to record. Erica was a serious dancer. But when she bounced up on a guy named Jonathan Sylvester Weston, she met her match. Because, Pastor, you know, I was a serious man. She said, Mr. Weston, like any bridge, you have to put your 2 feet on mine, and anyway, I go, you go! And she was a fast learner. You hear me? People talk about, I hear Anton mentioned she could have cooked. Erica was a cook. Erica was a serious cook. Me and a lady had a little misunderstanding at time. And the lady put out my clothes back. Yeah, and the only person I could have carried some of my clothes by was Dr. Eric Williams' daughter, Erica. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. And she just didn't know my clothes up there because that would have caused some serious animosities. But I could talk to you, you look like a guy who have understanding. So it was so nice getting to know this lovely product that was produced by Richmond Lewis and Carmen Lioto. They gave us something that we call in Trinidad and Tobago up in my area a GEM. You don't get motor cars making with material like that anymore. She just gone before us. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, we have to walk that road.
That's right.
Nobody cannot take it away from us. Don't have no animosity against our filmmen. Why? Because you could quarrel with somebody here tonight and when you go there, like, no, you ain't got that. So who you have to blame for that? Yourself. So let us be very, very serious and be cognizant of the fact. Just knowing that we are only here on a little vacation. We are living on borrowed time. I cost me 3 score and 10, I don't know how much. Pastor, you must be there already too. 3 score and 70, ladies and gentlemen. You hear me? I am not talking to them. But we reach in a situation where the green mangoes falling and leaving the red pot. What do you want me to say? I wouldn't say much because I don't want to take up anybody's time. As the pastor said, we limit it. But I would like to continue this conversation at another time. I want to thank each and everyone. Huh?
My wife says something.
Okay, not me, the pastor have to say that.
No.
Alright. Well, let me see, when your wife don't talk, you could not go down. I was here, she had to see about your mother, no? Nice.
Good evening, everyone. I really just stand here thankful. I'm thankful to have known Mommy. She really was a second mother to me other than my own. I could not have asked for a better mother-in-law. Whew. I can't even begin to tell you just how I really feel. I just want to say that I'm thankful for her. Anton, thank you for sharing your mother with me. She was extremely proud of you, and I know you're going to continue to be the stand-up man that you are. And I just want Mommy to rest knowing that you, her grandchildren, are in good hands.
Yeah.
The love will be forever plentiful, and just thank everybody for being here today. I'm sorry, I'm not able to hold it all together like he is. Opposites attract. But yeah, Mommy was a special lady in every sense of the word. Definitely no one like her. I know that's very cliche, but there literally is no one like Erica Lewis. And I love her with my whole heart. And will continue to make her proud.
Thanks for thanking each and every one again. But the time is on our hands, you know, and we have certain time to work with. So, those that are sitting in the front, could you do me a favor, because the drummers have to get a seat to play the drums. I don't know if it is, you all could just step in the back, don't feel out, but we're just giving it up for a period of time so the drummers can come on. Make sure that she gets that set up. And this is the time here, this is the time that we are going into the realm of the worship. Please be silent for a moment. This is a serious time. We are coming to a very serious moment. Because this is, we are sending her off with the Orishas. And we are asking the universe of all the Orishas, all the ancestors, because I know all the days before all the ancestors was coming, they were lining up because she was a queen. And all the days that when she passed, you all may not know, all her great ancestors were coming one after the next to grief. Until the 40 days, she will take a different dispensation. So I will hear now, we will sing, open up. We'll open up by singing Yema, Yepa. Because we are calling on all the Orishas, the male and female principals, to surround the entrance of the gate, that no disturbances could block the entrance. So I would like everyone that is outside to come in and have a seat, because when we're going serious, we're going serious. You know, play stories. And those who know me, I know, all you know, I'm a very serious person when the hour reaches, when come in my duties to perform. So I would like everyone that is outside, you can come in and sit down before they start, because when they start, I don't want anybody walking in and out, because I'm calling. And I don't want anybody to get hurt. Because when I call in, I'm not playing. So if you all are inside, you're inside. If you're outside, you stay outside. But not when it starts, you want to walk in. You're going to have a problem. So I'm letting you know that before. We start by opening for opening. Roll the drums out which is the one that is called representing purity, which he is considered the one that wear the white clothes. And to be having his clothing on, you must be clean. and you must prepare. He is that person who do not play when coming to cleanliness of your mind. So I will sing for him to entertain him. So I want all you to purge all your minds and be comfortable with all this said, because this goes in the universe. Go ahead, all you can sing for me. When we call for the male, we must call the female. Because every Orisha work with male, female. We have with the Queen Erica. Her mother was one called Mama Letta, which she is representing Mother of the Earth. So we will celebrate for Mama Letta because Obatala and Mama Letta works together. So I can't call one without the next. So we will go and sing for Mama Letta now.
Mama Letta, oh, Mama Letta.
Putting things in a short, everything in a nutshell. We're dealing now with the mother of the ocean. Now we are going to the ocean, which every woman in here carries the womb. We are going to the womb of the universe. So we are going into that womb, which is called the ocean. And her name is Imanja. And she is the queen of the ocean. So everything I'm doing it because a lot of people may hear certain things and do not understand it. But I'm here to expound and enlighten you on what you're singing is what you would understand, so that you would know when you hear it, what is the true meaning of it. Because a lot of people hear songs and they don't know understood what is. But we who devote our lives, we know the true essence of the song. So we will go to Imanja. Yeah, Imanja, saye, saye, Imanja, saye, saye, Imanja, saye,
Oh,
sea and the river comes together, which is in the mouth of the river, one is salt and one is not. We just think for the mother, and she's the mother of all the different Orishas. But this is the youngest of all the Orishas, which is called Oshun. In English, some people will know her as Philomene. But in African, she is called Oshun, the goddess of the most of her children are pretty people. She is the goddess of the river. So we will go with Oshun. Just as we have the family of drums, LiveStream, we have the father and the mother, and which the little one is called the Umaleki. So, this is what we call a family. To send a message, this is the family that sends the message. So the child is the smallest one. We have the bembe, and we have the bow. And that is what sends out the message in the universe. So we will go with Jaja, which is the king of the sea, the ocean. So when you all go by the sea, you all have to be careful, because there are spirits living there. If you all disrespect them and go and drink alcohol or play around, or they can lose all their lives innocently. You cannot disrespect them. As we leave the ocean, we are going to the forest. That's why some lodges you may hear they say they are foresters. They don't know where they get it from. But this is the African man foundation. So the lodges that carry on certain things, some of them doesn't even know. So when we know certain things and we call, anytime you're a lodge man, you have to stand aside. Trust me. Because you're not dealing with the original people. So let us go into the realm.
Yeah.
very forest. That was the doctor of what we call herbs. So when your grandmother used to tell you, go and pick this herb for this, for that, this is the one that shares that information. So we will go now with the doctor of doing heart surgeries in all hospitals. When you become a doctor, you must communicate with one they call Shapana. I'm giving all you wisdom. All you don't know all your own African history. So I have to share it with you. I can't live without it. So when we have a better understanding of these things, we won't say it's over here, as they have it mixed up in our minds. Because of what? The misleading people who controlling your minds put it in your head that the same thing that what I'm saying here, what you call Obia, what you call Shango. Well, you don't understand on yourself, people you understand or you will respect all your ancestors, because from the moment you disrespect them, you disrespect your lineage of ancestors. So when things start happening to y'all, as we know, when people get sick, you used to bring them in the feast. Some can't walk, but when they leave, they're walking. And some of them again, I can tell you, they will park down the road because they don't want anybody see them coming in the yard, because they're going to call them the Obey people. They went in the Obey house. So you park a nice car, way down and walk 4 or 5 blocks so nobody would know. It happened because I came from a yard, so I know what's going on in mindset. All right, so let's go to Papa Shapa now, which is the doctor of all doctors. Why we get to put their hand on you have to go through the whole jungle, because he lives in the last part of the jungle. And we call him the ones that have to open back the coffin, and we will all do everything in order. When they open it, you all bring the perfumes. You did? Yes. So the flowers, what you all will do for me, they will spray. You could open it.
I'm sorry. Do anybody have the red Coyote outside this double park. A person have a family emergency, they're trying to get out. Please forgive me for causing that.
Yes, so whilst we're opening back there, there's a reason why it has been closed and opened back. Because the spirits is around, and prosperity is around. And we have to make sure. It may look like a carcass that is laying here, but the spirit is still around. But we have to give that respect to the Queen. So we're opening back for the last, that you all come and pay all of these thanks to Erica. You all will be given a little perfume to spray, and we all will pick a flower and put it into the ring. And what all you would like to ask for is your privilege to ask for. Nothing negative though, because what goes around comes back around. So if all you're going to ask for something in this realm, please ask for the right thing. You know, and for all the Brewery family, for all your family, may all the Orishas surround you and your family, all the generations to come on board. May them always have that guidance of the ancestors, looking after them, that anything will not hurt them. Because this is what your mom has went on this journey to make sure she provided that protection for you all and your grand and great grand that not born, yet to born. This is the protection from the African Yoruba teachings that you are getting the privilege that the ancestors will be looking after from this day onward to all the family. And all those who have came, you all also came with your ancestors. So we are asking all the ancestors, not only the Brewery family, but to each and every one that came in and didn't know that they have ancestors following them if you may not. They are following you all where you go, they are protecting you. Sometimes you may get up and you look at to go down one street and you tell yourself you get lost. You're not getting lost. The ancestors are protecting you. That you feel you get lost, but you don't get lost. It may look, sometimes you're going out and then you forget something and you walk back inside the door and you get back. All these things is the way they operate to protect you. But you are not conscious of it, so you may not quite understand it. But when you are in tune, you would know there's nothing like forget or anything like that. They are looking after you. And sometimes they want to show their presence, so they come in different formats to do things. So I hope you all take the lessons of what we had to offer, which it was a different ceremony comparing to the Jesus story all the time. You know, and how much this one man, this we don't believe in because we were there before Jesus. The Yoruba people, the Hausa people, all the tribes were there way thousands of years before Jesus ever existed. So if you all do all the researches, all you will see Jesus had children also, a wife and children. But yet it is not put in the context of the book. But when you start to do your researches, then you're going to find out what a myth you are living in. So I rest here. All you line up and decently take the perfumes out and guess one?
Yeah.
All right, well, I walk with,
Well, you did? Okay.
so let them wash their hand, just spray a little bit in the hand, give everybody a little bit before they touch any flour to put inside.
Okay. Oh, you do that?
All right. You want to do it now?
Yeah.
All right, good.
On behalf of Unity Funeral Chapels, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out, showing your support for the family, the Queen. There's nothing more than I can say that has not been said. In the program, you will find the repast. Directly after this, we ask that all those who are in attendance, please go back to the repast and fellowship with the family. They prepared a lot of good food. I heard she's a phenomenal cook. So once you view, you're dismissed. But I expect to see everyone at the repast, okay? Everyone. We got good food, good fix up. Don't pass up the opportunity to fellowship with the family. On behalf of Unity Funeral Home Chapels, we'd like to say good night, travel safe, and may the spirits guide you in a formidable way.
Thank everyone, so give everyone a little perfume because to touch, to put as a queen, and she's going off, your hands must be clean. So you have a little perfume, you want to put a little perfume on your hand, you pick whatever flower, and you place it, so send out.
Bye.